this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
On first down, it's Benson. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Hook up a 15 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey. Come back. Hey.
Here's Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Cardinals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The Cardinals offense staying put. Obviously, watch out for Kyler's legs. They'll go for 2 here.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cardinals are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Benson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Murray sets to throw on 4th, and it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards. Taylor diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So it takes him just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
It's complete, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A give left side for Benson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
Now Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 26. Throwing now is Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Colts take over at first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's second and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Shotgun now with Purdy. His throw incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So third down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. Purdy from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now Purdy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A real opportunity for them. Their defense got the key fourth down stop. Now all they need is a field goal to snag the lead. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 4. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
In my humble estimation, terrific work there defensively. Running backs trying to get wide, get to the sideline, and they beat him to the spot, forced him out of bounds, pretty close to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 4. Murray going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now he got away from that first tackler. No idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage. And they'll come up second and 7. Back to throw. Purdy. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And out across midfield, down to the 45. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Second and 10. Murray now to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. To throw is Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Murray again. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
From the gun, Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Murray looking to change the play here. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here now, second and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I put the word big in capital letters here. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. If they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way.
It could be a house call. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Benson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw is Murray. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Back to throw. Murray. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And that'll keep this a one-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Being chased out left. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. From the gun, it's Taylor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They run once more with Taylor. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Purdy bootlegging it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on fourth down tries. They're trying again. Steps away. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Murray to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to.